Let's say you were given $190 million. This is just an estimate. What would you do with it? I mean, it's a hard question for any of us real world people to fathom because $190 million won't just pop up on our doorstep. Disney gave $190 to Brad Bird to make Tomorrowland. What the hell were they thinking? Walt Disney is rolling in his grave right now wondering, oh, we just have a bust on our hands. Tomorrowland features George Clooney, of course, Britt Robertson from The Longest Ride, a cop from True Blood, if you know what I mean. If you don't watch True Blood, you'll notice him a little cameo. House, Hugh Laurie, and a girl named Athena. I wish I knew her name. Overall, she did pretty good in the act. The movie starts off kind of like what I'm doing right now. George Clooney talks about how the world has gone downhill. There's poverty. There's global warming. All of a sudden, Britt Robertson's character comes out of nowhere saying, oh, what about the good stuff? And so we flash back to Frank's past, which is George Clooney's character, talk about how he went into Tomorrowland. After that scene, you go back to Britt Robertson's character because George Clooney's character, Frank, got into Tomorrowland by Athena giving him a pin. So that's how he got into Tomorrowland. And now all of a sudden, Athena decides to give Britt Robertson's character a pin to make her go to Tomorrowland. She saw Tomorrowland for about, I'd say, 5 minutes-ish, and then it kind of disappeared. And so now she has to find Frank, George Clooney's character, to get to Tomorrowland. And that's where Athena comes in to help Britt Robertson's character find Frank. Once Frank is found, they make it to Tomorrowland. They try to fix Tomorrowland, which aka to fix Tomorrowland, they need to fix the world as well, Earth that we live in. That's the movie that's based on the ride. Alright, we can talk about some positives about the movie. The acting was good. I mean, each character, especially Athena, the girl that gave everyone the pin, she does a really good job. Of course, George Clooney, I mean, it's George Clooney. Like I said, all acting by everyone in this movie I thought was exceptionally well. The creativity was pretty good. How to get to Tomorrowland, what Tomorrowland is, what it represents. But overall, good atmosphere, good character, good acting, and good creativity. Bad news. There's more bad news than good. We'll talk about the very beginning of the pin. You're given a pin for creativity. Britt Robertson's character is given a pin for vandalism, which is kind of confusing because, spoiler, she's vandalizing cranes, so her dad, Tim McGraw's character, a NASA engineer, doesn't lose his job, but he even said in the movie there's nothing else to launch. All she's doing is vandalizing and breaking into government property, so she really hasn't done anything creative. She's just delaying the inevitable, and because of this, she deserves a pin. So from the moral of the story on her end is, if you do vandalism, it's good shit, and you will get a pin for going to Tomorrowland. So if you want to go to Tomorrowland, kids, go vandalize some shit. Going into a little further in, I'm pretty sure you see in the trailer where George Clooney's house kind of gets overran. There's a scene where they go in the bathtub and they're like, oh, it's about to go down or something like that. The bathtub flies out and they're safe. Well, that kind of reminded me of Indiana Jones 4, where Harrison Ford, aka Indiana Jones, gets in the fridge and goes off, and everyone goes ape shit over that scene. Where like, how did he escape the nuke in a fridge? Well, how does he fly out of a fucking house in a bathtub? It's almost the same thing, but people seem to forget because it's George Clooney, I guess, and they're expecting more realism with Indiana Jones. Another scene is where they actually get to Tomorrowland. They use the Eiffel Tower. Another spoiler, where it expands, a spaceship comes out, the power goes out so no one can see. It's just a little frustrating to me that no one knew about this, especially France doing it. Come on, seriously. But anywho, so it comes out and there's camera phones going off. Oh, look at the spaceship going up, and then the power goes out and they're like, but they're gonna still know what the hell happened. I mean, it's gonna make nightly news, world news, like, what the hell is the spaceship coming out of the ground for, and where the is it going? The third thing is how preachy this movie is. Global warming, poverty, explaining how there's fat people and skinny people on the same earth. Let's just be honest, fat people and skinny people have been on the same earth for thousands of years. First off, you can't really say because it's happening now is ruining the earth when it's been happening overall. And then they keep saying like, oh, technology's overrun. Well, you're going to Tomorrowland to create new technology, and now it's technology's fault. The Earth is getting ruined. That's because of whole poverty, global warming, because we're getting too technologically advanced and ruining the Earth. But let's forget that the sun is over 1 million years old, and the sunspots actually are closer to the graph of global warming, aka climate change. It's more accurate than if you put pollution. So let's just forget that. I was expecting Al Gore to come out of a curtain, like, "Whoa, global warming! I told you so was gonna happen, and the Earth has gone to shit." But I mean, he didn't show up in the movie, so disappointment. Not really. And then there's another scene while Brie Larson's character in school. She's raising her hand. There's 3 classes, like a science class, an English class, or something, and she's just raising her hand, waiting for the teacher to call on her, like, me. And then finally, a teacher goes, "What is it?" And she's like, "What are you gonna fix it?" And the teacher's like, like stupid stares, and the bell rings, and he's like, "Okay, time to go." And you're like, "Give me a break. That's a cop out." But then when you have 8 speeches about this global warming stuff, it is thrown in your face. It's overwhelming. It really is, and it's really annoying. When it's 2 hours and 10 minutes, that movie, about 20 minutes of it is preaching. Out of all the live action movies, I say from the first Pirates on, this is the worst one. All the Pirates movies are better than this. All the Lone Ranger is better than this. Prince of Persia is better than this. John Carter is better than this. This was a very weak movie for Disney. I know for a fact Walt Disney is rolling around in his grave like, what the hell are you thinking? You just wasted $190 million. And then also put this into perspective. I'm pretty sure most of the Transformers movies had the same budget except for maybe the 4th one and the 2nd one, but the 4th one was also helped financed by the Chinese. And when you look at the actors in all of the Transformers movies and the special effects, and then you look at this movie, you're wondering, where the hell did the $190 million go? Because when you're watching Transformers movies, you're seeing all this explosion, even though people are like, "Oh, I hate Michael Bay." Well, screw you. I love Michael Bay. Just wondering, like, where did this money go? Half of it must have went to George Clooney's pockets. It must have. It really must have. For review, I would give this, out of a 10-point scale, of 5 out of 10. So 50%. Overall, it's okay, but not good. Good concept, bad message. I mean, yeah, you can talk about global warming or climate change. I mean, the climate's been changing for thousands of years. You can say it that way. But when you're preaching about it for 20 minutes in the movie, it really gets old and repetitive. And we've seen it in so many movies. It's just getting outdone, people. Think of a better concept. I mean, or you could have like a movie like Snowpiercer have it, but have it for like the first 3 minutes of the movie, and it makes the movie, and they never talk about it again, except for one scene. But this is one movie. Again, this is Chase Lee Hockey with the Blue Futon. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.